Hi, my name is Eric. I'm a writer here at Crutchfield, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Marantz CD60 compact disc player. This is a nice value entry in Marantz's lineup. It offers solid performance at a pretty reasonable price point. You may notice as you're watching this video that the screen looks like it's flickering. That is just a camera artifact, and it's not going to look that way when you look at it at home. Speaking of the display, that is something you can control using the buttons on the front, or you can use the handy included remote control, which I really enjoyed. There's actually one thing about this. These are the little things that I think make a difference. A lot of remotes I have a hard time holding on to because they're just solid bricks. This one, if you look at it this way, you can see that it's fluted a little bit so that it's a little easier to grip and use during playback. Something I really like about this player is its very solid construction. It's got a double layer chassis here. You can see it's for something that really mainly is just a CD drive in here. They've really protected it very well. And that's so you don't get any vibration going on when you're listening to your discs, because that can make the playback sound bad. That doesn't happen with this one. I listened to this one at home. I used it for a couple of weeks at home, and everything I put in there sounded amazing. Another reason this CD player has such a robust chassis is because Marantz has made sure to include an excellent power supply inside that gives you a rich dynamic sound, allows it to respond more quickly to what it's reading off of the CD. Marantz does offer some CD players that have networking features built in. This one is designed just to play your CDs very well. So you're not going to have any of those. There's no Wi-Fi built in, no Bluetooth, any of that. This is just for playing your CDs. With one exception, there is a USB port on the front. If you like to have high-res files on a USB drive, then you can plug those in here and listen to those using this wonderful DAC that's inside of here as well. And speaking of that digital to analog converter, that is a 24-bit 192 kilohertz DAC, which does a great job of bringing out the detail and that pristine clarity that you want to hear when you're listening to your favorite compact discs. If you want to use that DAC, then you'll want to use the analog output of the machine, and there are a couple of gold-plated RCA outputs on the back here, which make a nice connection. If you're somebody who likes to use an outboard DAC as a separate component, or you have an integrated amplifier that has a really nice DAC in it that you prefer, then you'll want to use the digital output of the machine, and it does have an optical digital output and a coaxial digital output, so you have a choice of how you want to make that connection. If you want to use a third-party remote control, this does have an IR flasher input so that you can use that remote control to turn it off and on. And then Marantz has a proprietary input control system that allows you, when you're using other Marantz components all in a system, when you turn on your system, they're all going to work together and run off of the same remote. And the remote actually does have the controls for even your integrated amp, as long as it comes from Marantz as well. A lot of high-end CD players will have just the CD function, just the playback function. A nice thing about this CD60 is that it has a very nice headphone amplifier built in. So if you like to listen through your favorite pair of headphones just because you like the sound quality, or perhaps you listen after everybody else in your house has gone to bed, that gives you the opportunity to plug in directly here, and you even have a volume control on the front panel so that you can just do everything through this unit. Now, the part of a CD player that you interact with the most is the tray. And so I always look for one with a nice solid tray with smooth movement, and that's what you get with the CD60. Now, if you do happen to have any problems with the tray or any other part of the CD player, it's covered by a 3-year warranty, which is a nice sense of security. The CD60 is available in 2 colors. This is the black version. It also comes in a silver gold color. So I mentioned I did get to try this out at home, and I do have a lot of compact discs because for a good long while that was the primary way that I purchased and listened to music. So it was great to get those back out again and listen to them on, honestly, a CD player that is way better than the one I had when I first bought them. It really brought them back to life and kind of gave me that nostalgic feel of listening to music that reminded me of that time in my life. but also I was really able to enjoy the musical aspects of the production and some of those artists being brought back to life by listening to them on a really nice CD player. So if you have any questions about the CD60 or any other part of your sound system, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. We have friendly, knowledgeable advisors standing by to talk to you via phone or chat anytime you have a question. Thanks for watching today.